Imagine a prince betrayed by his own blood, forced to flee across deserts and empires. Years later, he returns, not with vengeance in his heart, but with the might of the Ottomans behind him. But just as he reclaims his throne, a foreign king invades with dreams of conquest and crusade. What happens next will change the fate of North Africa and humiliate a European empire forever. This is not just a story of war. It's a story of strategy, survival, betrayal, and one of the most legendary battles in African and European history, the Battle of the Three Kings. Welcome to the UnXplained, where forgotten history comes alive. The Exile and the Empire. Abd al-Malik was born in 1540 into the Saadian royal family, a dynasty that had risen to power by fighting off the Portuguese and overthrowing the Wattasid dynasty. His father, Muhammad al-Sheikh, ruled Morocco with an iron hand, until he was assassinated by Ottoman agents in 1557. This marked the beginning of chaos. His brother, Abdallah al-Ghalib, took the throne, but viewed Abd al-Malik and his younger brother Ahmad al-Mansur as threats. The two princes were forced to flee, not just from the palace, but from Morocco itself. Their exile took them eastward, across Algeria and into the heart of the Ottoman Empire. In Constantinople, Abd al-Malik became more than a refugee. He became a military man. He joined Ottoman campaigns in Hungary, the Levant, and the Mediterranean. He learned Turkish, earned the trust of Sultan Selim II, and built a reputation as a skilled commander and loyal vassal. But through it all, he kept only one goal in mind: reclaiming the Moroccan throne. A throne in flames. Back in Morocco, the situation deteriorated. When Abdallah al-Ghalib died in 1574, the throne passed not to Abd al-Malik, but to a young and ambitious prince named Muhammad al-Mutawakkil, the son of Abdallah. Al-Mutawakkil quickly alienated both his own family and his people. He purged rivals, ignored tribal alliances, and failed to address foreign threats, especially from Spain and Portugal, who continued to control coastal fortresses. Meanwhile, in Constantinople, Abd al-Malik saw the perfect moment. With Ottoman blessing and Ottoman troops, he set sail to North Africa. In 1576, his forces entered Morocco from the east. The campaign was swift and overwhelming. Cities surrendered without bloodshed. Tribal leaders pledged loyalty, and Muhammad al-Mutawakkil was forced to flee to Marrakesh, then to the coast, and finally to Portugal. There, he made a fatal mistake. He begged King Sebastian of Portugal for help, promising land, gold, and Christian influence in Morocco. Sebastian said yes. The rise of Abd al-Malik. Now Sultan, Abd al-Malik set to work. Though technically an Ottoman vassal, he ruled with intelligence and autonomy. He reformed the army by integrating Ottoman military structure and Janissary-style discipline. He reorganized tax collection. He opened diplomatic channels with Spain, England, and the Ottomans simultaneously, playing powers against each other like a master chess player. His dream: a strong, independent Morocco that could hold its own between the Christian powers of Europe and the Muslim powers of the East. But his reign was overshadowed by the storm building in the West. In Lisbon, King Sebastian was assembling one of the largest expeditionary forces in Portuguese history, not just to restore al-Mutawakkil, but to conquer Morocco, Christianize it, and launch a new crusade into Africa. Sebastian had over 500 ships, more than 20,000 soldiers, and no heir to his throne. He was just 24, and obsessed with martyrdom and glory. The road to the battle. In the summer of 1578, Portuguese ships landed at Argila. King Sebastian marched inland with confidence, leading an army of 20,000 Portuguese and mercenary troops, Spanish volunteers, Italian and German knights, Moorish auxiliaries loyal to al-Mutawakkil, and most of all, overconfidence. Meanwhile, Abd al-Malik was gravely ill. Some sources claim he was poisoned, either by his enemies or due to a long-term illness. He was so weak he had to be carried in a litter, but his mind was sharp. He gathered a Moroccan army of about 40,000 men, bolstered by Ottoman trained soldiers, cavalry from the high Atlas Berber warriors, Turkish janissaries, and master tacticians. He chose the battlefield carefully. Wadi al-Makhazin, near the city of al-Qasr al-Kabir, also known as al-Kabir. The terrain was flat but bordered by rivers, perfect for flanking and ambushes. Abd al-Malik ordered trenches dug, cannon placements prepared, and traps set. Even from his litter he oversaw every detail. The Battle of the Three Kings, the 4th of August, 1578. At dawn, the battle began. The Portuguese launched a full frontal assault, trusting in their European armor, cavalry, and bravado. Sebastian led from the front, sword in hand, banners flying. But the Moroccan defense held. Abd al-Malik, too weak to stand, issued commands from a canopy, his voice carried by aides. His brother, Ahmad al-Mansur, took command of field operations, executing Abd al-Malik's battle plan with precision. The Moroccan cavalry struck the flanks. Ottoman musketeers targeted officers. The Portuguese army was encircled before it realized the trap. Then came the fatal blow. A river crossing collapsed behind the Portuguese, cutting off retreat. Panic spread. Al-Mutawakkil tried to escape across the river and drowned. Sebastian, the Portuguese king, disappeared in the chaos. His body was never found. Abd al-Malik, though victorious, died during the final hours of the battle, either from stress or poison. In a single day, 3 kings died, earning the battle its eternal name, the Battle of the Three Kings. It was the greatest military disaster in Portuguese history. The Portuguese army was annihilated. Thousands were taken prisoner. The crown of Portugal passed to Spain, triggering the Iberian Union. Morocco, on the other hand, emerged stronger, more unified, and feared by Europe. The legacy of Abd al-Malik. Though his reign lasted barely 2 years, Abd al-Malik changed Morocco forever. He reclaimed the throne through diplomacy and force, integrated Morocco into the Ottoman military world without sacrificing sovereignty, defeated 2 rival kings, and shattered a crusading European army at the stage for his brother Ahmad al-Mansur's Golden Age, which followed immediately. Battle of the Three Kings had long-lasting consequences. Portugal lost its independence for 60 years, absorbed into Spain. Morocco remained uncolonized and united. For centuries, the idea of European conquest in North Africa was shaken to its core. Abd al-Malik died as he lived, surrounded by enemies, yet victorious. The final word. Abd al-Malik, I was more than a sultan. He was a strategist, a reformer, and a survivor. Exiled by his family, he returned with an empire. Dying in the moment of triumph, he secured one of the most important victories in Moroccan history, and humiliated 2 monarchs in a single day. What if he had lived longer? Could he have built a Maghrebi empire from Marrakesh to Cairo? Tell us your thoughts below. And if you love history that reshapes your worldview, like this video, subscribe, and join the Unexplained family for more stories from the hidden corners of time. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and stay unexplained.